What is your biggest marketing challenge? Right now, there are tons of articles out there talking about the biggest marketing challenges for 2023. So I decided to survey my clients. I went out and I asked them, what are your biggest marketing challenges? And the number one thing, I don't think it's going to be a shocker, it's finding new qualified buyers. Well, as a business owner, I totally agree with that. We all want to find new buyers, new customers, because that's how our businesses grow. But how can B2B brands and industrial brands do it all? How can they concentrate on brand awareness, lead generation, and then customer loyalty? That's a lot. There's a lot there to take in as a company. And how can you do that? How can you use your marketing to do that? And so I was thinking, it is time for B2B brands and even industrial brands to get personal. It is time for us to break down those barriers of being stoic. It used to be business to business companies always kept their corporate responses, their marketing messages very stoic, direct, to the point, talking about their company, their product, their services. Not anymore. Now you must be personal, find a connection with the people, the prospects, anyone that comes to your website, attends a show, gets a piece of information, maybe is an existing customer of yours. You have to get personal so that you can find some of those commonalities, because that's when you're going to be able to develop those relationships that will last year after year. And we all know if we can hold on to our customers year after year and we add new customers, that's when our companies will continue to grow into the future. So there's 3 areas you have to start looking at, and you really have to pivot the way you were thinking about marketing in these 3 areas. One is your email marketing messages. Are your email marketing messages personal, or are they still that stoic, just talking about your product or your service? You're probably saying, Donna, what do you mean by personal? Tell a story. How did your company come to be? A story about why the founder thought this was so important to start this company. You know, for us, we will tell the story. My mother started this company 42 years ago. And why? Because she saw such a large need for good quality B2B sources. There wasn't other companies out there talking about that. And so now we've been around for 42 years. We've been in the B2B space, but of course, we're family run. And so there's a story there, and people will connect with that. So in your email marketing messages, you've got to start implementing the stories, the personal stories, to connect with people. The second thing is your social media posts. Same thing. We're now doing, or at least I am within the company, Fridays is kind of my personal post per se. I might be out taking a walk or hiking a mountain or on a ski mountain, and I'm thinking about marketing. Well, I'm going to start showing those because it shows who I am as a person, what's important to me, why marketing is important, but also how I feel that, you know, getting outside, getting away from your desk can help you feel and think more creatively. These are things you start giving your personal story, and that's where people will connect with you. And when they connect with you, that's when you can build the relationships. The third thing is influencer marketing. Now, I know when we think of influencer marketing, we think of B2C. That's not the case anymore. You can definitely use that on the B2B side in growing your brand awareness, especially. People like to hear from others about how did your company work for them? Was the product good? Was the customer service good? They don't want to hear from you that you've got the best customer service. No, they want to hear from Tom Jones or Hillary Smith that, hey, they worked with your company and they did have great customer service. So you want to connect with some influencers who will talk about your brand and how good it is and how great the quality of your product is. For more information on influencer marketing, the B2B Marketing Excellence podcast had their 40th episode go live today, and it will give you 6 tips for using influencer marketing for B2B companies. And you've got to listen in to my guest, Nicholas Hartman. Nicholas is very knowledgeable in this field. I learned so much. I took notes throughout the whole podcast. And of course, we're going to implement it here, but I'm hoping you can listen to it and get some ideas for yourself. So come on, B2B companies, we need to start getting personal. We need to start building those relationships that will help our companies grow year after year. Please feel free to reach out to me at any time if you have any questions. You can email me at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com or connect with me right here on LinkedIn and send me a message. Talk to you later, and